Welcome to Everything This Stupid, where I, the loudest, most unhinged maniac you'll ever hear, take your precious little news stories and grind them into dust with the force of 1,000 screaming banshees. Today, we're ripping apart this laughable VetResources newsletter, a flimsy tissue of lies they call support for veterans. Oh, you thought this was going to be a polite chat? Nah, I'm here to torch every shred of this nonsense until it's just ashes in your sad, hopeful eyes. Buckle up, you optimistic fools. This is gonna hurt, and I'm loving every second of it.
Yo, it's me, the only one who hates this garbage more than you do. This newsletter's like a bad joke told by a drunk uncle at a funeral. Nobody's laughing, but they keep going. Let's start with this Battle Buddy app they're hyping like it's the second coming. A free mobile app to connect veterans to VA benefits, financial aid, jobs, housing, mental health support. Wow, how generous. They're throwing vets a digital bone after chewing up their souls and spitting them out. What's next? An app that texts you, "Sorry for your trauma, LOL," with a shrug emoji?
Exactly. This Battle Buddy garbage is the VA saying, "We broke you, but here's a shiny app to fix it. Good luck, suckers." Veterans who've been through hell and back are supposed to tap their screens like trained monkeys to get benefits they earned with blood and sweat. An app? Are you kidding me? They should have built a teleporter that beams your disability check, therapy appointment, and a damn house right to your doorstep. But no, that'd require effort, and the VA's allergic to anything that smells like competence. Insane idea. How about an app with a nuke the VA button? One tap, and the whole bureaucracy explodes in a glorious shower of shredded forms. Poetic justice for every vet who's ever waited a decade for a reply.
Oh, I'm picturing it now. A big red button that says "End this nonsense," and when you press it, every VA office turns into a bounce house for vets to party in. But back to reality, this app's probably a glitchy mess, coded by some intern who thinks veteran is a type of coffee. I bet it crashes if you sneeze, with pop-ups like "Error 404, your dignity not found." And who's got the data for this? Vets are out here rationing ramen, not streaming Netflix on 5G. The VA's acting like everyone's got a smartphone glued to their hand. Maybe they should have sent smoke signals with a QR code instead. At least that'd be honest about how ancient their thinking is.
Right? They're like, download our app, while vets are flipping open Nokia bricks from the Clinton era, praying for a signal. And the nerve to call it Battle Buddy, like it's your war buddy who's got your back, not some soulless software that logs you out mid-form. Here's a wild fix. Mail every vet a magic lamp, rub it, and a genie grants your benefits, no Wi-Fi required. Or better, a Battle Buddy drone that flies to VA headquarters, slaps a bureaucrat, and comes back with your check. But no, we get this digital dumpster fire instead, probably with a 20-minute tutorial that's just click here to cry. Pathetic doesn't even begin to cover it.
And then they hit us with this "Have Your Buddy's 6" suicide prevention spiel. Oh, how touching. I'm gagging already. They want vets to check on each other to stop suicides because the VA's too busy counting its paperclips to care. That bond between veterans, it's forged in fire, stronger than steel, and these clowns treat it like a bumper sticker you slap on a minivan. Learn about key resources, they say, like a website's gonna fix a soul crushed by war and bureaucracy. Newsflash, geniuses, a URL isn't a lifeline. How about you fix the healthcare system so vets aren't drowning in despair while you tweet hashtags like #BuddyCheck?
Oh, it's infuriating. They're outsourcing compassion to the vets themselves because their system's a heartless void. That eternal bond they're waxing poetic about. It's not your cheesy ad campaign. It's real, raw, and the only thing keeping some vets going. And you're exploiting it to cover your incompetence? Disgusting. Insane idea. Let's make a reality show called VA Hunger Games, where vets compete to get a counselor's attention. Last one standing wins a 10-minute therapy session and a stale donut. Or give every vet a pet phoenix, rises from the ashes of their broken dreams, screeches at the VA until someone answers. Way better than visit our website for help, you lazy hacks.
And don't even get me started on the tax filing nonsense. Deadline's April 15th, 2025, and they've got this IRS interactive tax assistant to help. Oh, how thoughtful. Nothing says thanks for your service like burying vets in tax forms so dense they need a Sherpa to navigate them. An interactive assistant? I bet it's a chatbot that crashes faster than a VA promise, spitting out "file not found" while your refund vanishes into a black hole. Wild fix. Exempt veterans from taxes. Period. You fought for the circus. Keep your money, you legends. Or make it a tax-themed horror maze, escape the loopholes, or the IRS eats your soul.
Yeah, tax them for breathing next, why don't you? The IRS assistant's probably just Clippy with a tie, popping up like, "It looks like you're trying to not starve. Want me to lose your refund instead?" These vets deserve a parade, not a calculator that gaslights them. And storm prep tips? Are you serious? Vets who've survived combat don't need a checklist for a windy day. They need a system that doesn't blow their lives apart. Insane suggestion: give every vet a bunker stocked with food, cash, and a middle finger to the VA. Or a storm prep app that just says, "You can flee the country, it's safer." Way more honest than this drivel.
And then they're like, take charge of your life and health with yoga, meditation, and cooking classes. Oh, barf. Like a downward dog or a vegan casserole's gonna erase PTSD and a decade of VA neglect. Trauma's not a smoothie you blend away, you tone-deaf morons. Wild idea. How about a class called How to Yell at the VA Until They Cry? Standing room only, with a guest lecture from a vet who got a claim approved before the sun burned out. Or a cooking class where you bake a cake shaped like the VA's failures. Frost it with rage, serve it to Congress.
Oh, I'd pay to see that. Vets icing a cake with "You failed us" in red frosting, mailing it to DC with a brick. And the upcoming events? An online sports performance certification seminar on April 14th, 2025. Because what every vet needs is a Zoom call on how to dunk a basketball, not a job or a roof. Whoop-de-doo, certify them in surviving VA hell. That's a diploma worth framing, earned in blood and tears. This newsletter's a clown car, and we're all stuck in the back seat choking on their exhaust. You masochists want more? Fine, I'll keep swinging. Let's go.
All right, you gluttons for punishment, we're back to shred this VetResources newsletter into confetti for the world's saddest parade. Let's dive into their sleep advice. Oh, how groundbreaking. Veterans can't sleep, and the VA's like, try a bedtime routine. No kidding, Sherlock. Maybe they're awake because their lives are a waking nightmare, courtesy of your endless red tape. There are things you can do, they chirp. Like it's not their fault vets are haunted by memories while bureaucrats nap on piles of unprocessed claims. Insane fix. Give every vet a sleep fairy who sprinkles magic dust and whispers, "The VA's gone. Rest easy." Or a boot camp where drill sergeants scream, "Sleep, maggot," until you pass out. Beats their useless try lavender tips.
Lavender? They're tossing out aromatherapy while vets are tossing and turning in a system that's a horror movie. Fix the chaos. Nightmares stop when lives aren't crumbling. And colorectal cancer screening for vets 45 and up. Oh, how delightful. Another hoop to jump through while their benefits gather cobwebs in some VA basement. Do it at home. Yeah, because playing doctor in your falling apart trailer is peak dignity. How about screening the VA for terminal incompetence? Wild idea? Turn it into a game. Pin the scope on the claim. Winner gets healthcare. Loser gets a callback in 6 months note. Or a reality show. Colonoscopy or bust. Vets race to get care before the system implodes.
Oh, I'd watch that. Vets dodging paperwork avalanches to reach a doctor. Audience betting on who survives. And the VA sign-in changes? Brace yourself. This one's a gut punch of stupidity. They ditched My Health Vet ID on March 4th. Now it's login.gov or ID.me, and DS Logon's gone by September 30th because nothing screams "we care" like forcing vets to relearn a login system that's already a digital minefield. Create your account today like it's a fun hobby, not a soul-crushing slog through a website that crashes more than a stunt car. Insane fix. Tattoo login codes on every vet's forehead. Access granted, no password needed, or a login quest. Slay the glitch dragon, win a chance to see your records.
Quest, more like a death march through a swamp of 404 errors. Vets love nothing more than playing tech support for a system that hates them. Pure torture. And jobs of the week, 67 listings, 14 job fairs, SBA hour on April 10th, 2025. Oh, how magnanimous. Employers suddenly care about vets. Cue the violins. These are probably soul-sucking gigs. Greeter at a big box store or stand here and smile for minimum wage. A job fair in Kansas City, perfect for the vet hitchhiking from Florida with $2 in a prayer. Wild suggestion, a job genie, rub the lamp, get a career, not a pity hire. Or a job fair airlift, parachute vets in because they've earned better than a bus ticket to nowhere.
Parachute? I'm thinking a job catapult. Launch vets straight into a CEO's chair, skip the nonsense. And National Buddy Check Week. Give me a break. A whole week to call your buddies like we need a calendar to care. Take the pledge, get trained, because checking on a friend needs a PowerPoint and a pat on the head. Vets don't need a pledge. They need a VA that doesn't make life a suicide risk. Insane idea. Make it National VA Roast Week. Vets burn the system down with truth, live on pay-per-view, or a buddy check app that auto-dials your squad. Boom, connected, no bureaucracy required.
Roast week? I'd host it, microphone in one hand, flamethrower in the other, toasting every VA failure. And discounts. Texas to Brazil's 10% off. Oh, how lavish. A dime on the dollar for a steak while your life's in the gutter. Thanks, heroes. Wild fix. 100% off everything. Call it, you earned it, take it. Or a discount deathmatch. Vets fight for coupons. Winner gets a free life. Loser gets a VA pamphlet. This newsletter's a rotting fish, and we're the seagulls ripping it apart. Every promise a lie, every tip a slap. You want more pain? I'm game. Let's roll.
You're still here, you relentless weirdos, begging for more of my wrath as we gut this VetResources newsletter like a piñata stuffed with broken dreams. Let's tear into their VA news. New findings on heart health, reintegration therapies, and a telemove. Fairy tale about a vet losing 44 pounds. Oh, I'm sobbing. Pass me a hanky. Stress and bad food wreck your heart. Wow, what a revelation, like vets didn't know that while dodging bullets and VA denials. This telemove, nonsense. One guy drops weight, probably from chasing appointments that never happen. Meanwhile, most vets can't get a doctor to blink at them without a year-long pilgrimage. Insane fix. Turn the VA into a fitness empire, treadmills in every lobby, squat your way to acclaim approval, or telemove extreme. Vets hurdle red tape, lift denial letters, win a checkup, lose, and you're back in line.
Fitness empire? I'm seeing VA gyms with wait 6 months branded dumbbells. Lift 'em and weep. That telemove. Story's a unicorn in a swamp of despair. One vet's success doesn't erase the thousands starving for care. And you're in the driver's seat, making VA healthcare work for you. Oh, that's comedy gold. The VA's a rusted-out jalopy with no tires, and they're handing vets a toy steering wheel like it's a race car. Drive what, you clowns? The system's a wreck, and navigating it takes a law degree and a voodoo priest. Wild idea. Every vet gets a VA concierge. Fancy hat, clipboard, fights your battles while you sip coffee. Or VA Simulator 2025. Gamepad the system, dodge denied pop-ups, rage quit when it crashes.
Concierge? I'm thinking of VA butler. Bow tie, silver tray, delivers your benefits with a curtsy. And the March Good News Report. Community, care, insert eye roll here. I visit my corpsman every Memorial Day. Aw, cue the sappy music while the VA high-fives itself for doing nothing. They're so busy writing love letters to their own egos, they forgot the vets dying in waiting rooms. Insane fix. Swap VA staff for motivational coaches, same 0 results, but with jazz hands and you got this vibes. Or a real news report. Vet survives VA maze, needs therapy for it. Truth hurts more than their fluff.
Truth? They'd choke on it. And the VA welcome kit, oh how cute, a PDF pat on the back from a system that ghosted you the minute you left service. Let's get started. Into a labyrinth where hope goes to die screaming. Wild suggestion, make it a survival kit. Flare gun, compass, a note saying, run. Or a welcome to hell box, shovel for digging through forms, tissues for the inevitable breakdown. Find a VA facility near you. Thrilling, a road trip to a place that might lose your file before you park. Insane fix, VA teleporters, zap to a doctor, skip the 5-hour drive, or VA blimps, float over the chaos, drop in for a laugh.
Blimps, I'm thinking VA jetpacks, fly to care, buzz the bureaucrats for fun, and the VA Health and Benefits app, another app, because Battle Buddy was such a smash hit, right? Access the resources you need. If you can crack the login that's stickier than a kid's candy hands, I bet it's got a loading screen that says, buffering your pain. Wild Fix, a magic wand app, wave it, benefits appear, no CAPTCHA required, or a Smash for Service app, break it, get a human, not a bot, saying, try tomorrow. These apps are like giving a drowning man a straw, useless and insulting.
Straw? More like a paper towel to mop up the ocean of their tears. And the helplines, 1-800-MY-VA411, Veterans Crisis Line at 988, Vet Centers, Homeless Resources, oh how generous, a phone book of last-ditch efforts, a dozen numbers to call when the system fails you, like that's a solution and not a plea to please hold forever. Insane idea. One button, fix my life. Press it, VA works, angels sing. Or hotline roulette, spin it, maybe get help, probably get a beep and a callback never. This newsletter's a landfill and we're the bulldozers flattening it. Every line's a betrayal, every promise a punch.
You absolute lunatics, you're still here drooling for the final round of me obliterating this VetResources newsletter into cosmic dust. We've already pulverized their Battle Buddy app, buddy checks, tax traps, yoga fantasies, sleep tips, cancer kits, login chaos, pity jobs, steak scraps, fake news, welcome kits, ghost facilities, and useless helplines. Now let's circle back and bury this trash heap for good. That Battle Buddy app, oh, it's begging for another beating. Supposed to deliver benefits, jobs, housing, mental health, like a fairy godmother with a green icon. Instead, it's a buggy trap, probably coded by a hamster on a wheel, crashing every time a vet dares to hope. Wild Fix, add a rage mode button, tap it, and the app hacks the VA, auto-approves your claim, or a piñata feature, smash it, candies your benefits, no 4G needed.
Piñata? I'm thinking a Battle Buddy slot machine, pull the lever, maybe win a house, probably get a system error and a sad trombone. And have your buddies 6 back to this guilt trip garbage. They're shaming vets into saving each other because the VA's too busy polishing its excuses. That veteran bond's sacred, not your marketing ploy, you soulless suits. Key resources? A website links as useful as a fork in a flood. Insane fix. Buddy blitz. Vets storm VA offices, demand care, live stream the chaos. Or a buddy beacon, light it up. Your squad assembles, no hashtag nonsense required.
Beacon? I'd settle for a buddy flare gun, shoot it, help arrives, not a pamphlet. And tax filing. April 15th, 2025, with their IRS assistant that's dumber than a bag of hammers. Vets deserve tax immunity, not a digital maze that eats their refunds. Wild idea, tax panata, bash it, keep your cash, no forms needed. Storm prep tips. Vets don't need a hurricane handbook, they need a life raft from the VA's flood of failure. Building castles, not checklists. Yoga and cooking, still a joke, like a salad cures a shattered soul. Teach them to torch the system, lawyer up, fight back, sports seminar, jump high, stay broke, certify in VA evasion instead. Sleep tips, nightmares from red tape, not sheep, send dream wizards, not tea recipes. Cancer screening, DIY kits while claims rot, screen the VA for rot instead. Sign-in changes, password hell, tattoo the fix, jobs, pity gigs, job fairies better. Buddy check, fluff week, make it VA reckoning week. Discounts, 10% steak, 100% life's fairer. This newsletter's a rotting corpse, and I'm the Grim Reaper. Every line's a lie, every promise a kick.
Reaper, you're a wrecking ball and I'm here for it. Now you leeches don't just sit there clapping like trained seals. Do something. This newsletter's a symptom of a system that laughs while vets beg. Grab a bullhorn, real or not, and scream until Congress cries. Spam your reps, chain yourself to their gates, make them dread your name, build vet networks, ditch their apps, outsmart their game, laugh at their 10% discounts, demand the world you earned it, turn their kits into bonfires, their events into riots, their helplines into war cries, be the chaos they fear, the spark that burns it down. Go raise hell, you glorious maniacs. Don't wait. Be their nightmare.
Don't just stew in your rage, channel it. Hit up your local VA, haunt their phone lines, flood their inboxes, link up with other vets, share resources, build a rebellion. Make noise so loud they can't ignore you. You're not a cog, you're a live grenade. Let's pull the metaphorical pin and let them have it. Subscribe to Everything is Stupid for more unhinged truth, and share this episode to wake up the sheep. Let's burn this broken system to the ground together.